enjoying my backyard as the sun is setting. But today's adventure, we're going to review some beer from the Sweetwater Brewing Company here in Atlanta, Georgia. And then I'm going to answer some questions that you guys have sent in for a little Q&A. Hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. So today's adventure, we're going to sample some beer here from the Sweetwater Brewing Company. And also, I want to answer some questions that you guys have sent in, and I'm gladly to answer them for you. It's been a while since we've done a beer review and a questions and answers video. I cannot wait to do this with you guys. Kind of like that show on YouTube called The Hot Ones, where people are eating chicken wings, and as the level of spice goes up, they answer questions. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing with the beer here. So we're going to sample, answer questions, sample again, answer questions. As simple as that. I cannot wait to do this vlog for you guys. Sit back, relax, and get to know me a little more and sample these amazing beers that we got here. And here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in his traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest, every corner of this world to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
Let's go ahead and get started with the first beer. We're going to start out with the Sweetwater Highlight Low-Cal IPA. And it's only 4% ABVs and 100 calories and 5 grams of carbs. So you're kind of like me and you're kind of trying to watch your diet and how much you're drinking and how much carbs you're taking. It's a pretty good start for an IPA. And IPAs are very impossible. Well, not impossible, more like they're harder beers, the lower the calorie intake. So this is a Sweetwater Highlight, not High Life. Don't get confused between Miller and this. Sweetwater Highlight IPA. So let's go try this low-cal IPA with my Grogu beer glass I got at the Toy and Comic Book Expo in Calhoun last October. So the body looks really good. Definitely looks like a good IPA body, if you could see it here. It definitely has an IPA smell. Usually has that strong citrusy smell. But it's more hinty than it is like a really potent. Alright, bottoms up. For what it is, it's a very good IPA. If you're looking for something to lose a few pounds with, or just watch how much beer you're drinking, it's tasty, very light. The name speaks for itself. It's a very light IPA all around. It's not bad. Very good. Alright, on to the first set of questions. Okay, so my first set of questions here is from one of my viewers and also a YouTuber as well, Love Always Joanne. Her two questions are, what made you start a YouTube channel, and what did I do at Walt Disney World when I was a cast member and favorite memory? So really 3 questions. So Joanne and everybody else that's watching, you could actually get more detailed answers from questions like this in my vlog called Origins of Mr. Nomad Ben. I shot it roughly about a year ago. So anything that I missed in giving you guys my answers, you could go back and watch that particular vlog. I'll even leave it at the end of this particular vlog. So I'll give you the Reader's Digest version of the first question, what made me start my YouTube channel. After I graduated college and interned at Disney, I actually just started working when I moved down here to Georgia, because I actually met my now wife, Lindsay. She was my girlfriend at the time. We met each other at the Disney internship, and we both worked at Epcot, and the rest is history from there on. Again, the Reader's Digest, I could go on and on about my story. But moved down here to Georgia, where she's from, and I just started a brand new life here. And, you know, the economy wasn't so great then either when I first moved down here. So I just started working various jobs and just had jobs just kind of caught up with my life and just never really focused on trying to go back to my true passions. But when I'm in my mid-20s, I started watching Adam the Woo and some of his abandoned videos and some of his town exploration videos. And I've just really liked Adam a lot. He was just very entertaining. But still, he was just more entertaining to me than what I could do about that. But it really hit me hard when the pandemic started, and my wife is very pregnant with my first kid, and she was not feeling the best, and just things about my life were just kind of going south a little bit, and I just really wanted purpose for my life. And when we were all locked up during the pandemic, and I was laid off for about a month or close to 2 months before my son was born, and I just binge watched Adam, Jacob the Carpetbagger, Jackie Super Enthused, Tampa J, you name them, those guys. And I thought, how come I never did something like this? I should have done this a long time ago. And matter of fact, I'll have to find a ways how to edit the video. But I actually did a vlog very similar, like Adam style, when I was in college. Actually, I did a tour of Oral Roberts University that way. But anyway, I'm going to have to figure out how to edit that because there's so much copyrighted music into that. So just those guys, those women, men and women of the vlogging community just really influenced me to pick up the camera and embrace where I live here in Dalton. And because we're rich in history of Native American history, Civil War history, and good foods to eat, and some good beverages. And I thought, why can I do that? Why can I document fun things in life and just enjoy and share it with you guys, just like Adam, Jacob, and whatnot? So that's what really made me start my YouTube channel. It just gives me a purpose and happiness, and it's just been a fun little hobby since. And if it turns into something great, amazing. If it's just me entertaining you guys who are very loyal viewers, I'm all for that too. So that's kind of the reason why I started my YouTube channel. And to answer my Walt Disney World questions, there's just so many to give you my most favorite memory, but just definitely the memories, the time, spending time with Lindsay and all that, and when we met there and just making the friends, and some of them are still lifelong friends. And what I did there, I was a custodial cast member, so I also did college courses for Disney as well, and which I did corporate communications and creative innovation classes, I believe, and just learned stuff under Disney executives that taught to the interns there, and that counted as college credit. So, but my favorite memory is when I was so close to meeting actor Neil Patrick Harris. It was during the Christmas time, where they would be doing the Christmas reading of a bunch of celebrities, or maybe some Christian artists, or just musicians, secular musicians, or just normal actors and actresses reading the Christmas story about the birth and the raising of Christ during that time. And Neil Patrick Harris was doing a story that particular day, and I was walking down behind Epcot as I clocked in a little bit behind the test track, and I saw my friends. I thought they were waving at me when I was walking from afar, and I thought I was waving back. I was like, "Hey guys, what's up? Hey!" And they're telling me to turn around. And when I found out, it turned out I walked right by Neil Patrick Harris and didn't even know it. And I'm like, when they told me, "Hey, that was Neil Patrick Harris right behind you. You just walked right by him and he just drove away in that red car." I was like, no. I just thought that was kind of a fun memory there. So, but I have so many memories I could do. But that one was probably one of my most fun. But I think another fun memory I could share with you real quickly too, my friend Leslie. I haven't talked to her in quite a while, but she was just this very happy-go-lucky person. I really enjoyed my time hanging out with her. She was one of my partners in the custodial members, and it was during Christmas time again. Usually Disney's so magical during Christmas time. I love Disney during Christmas, and she started singing Christmas carols, and I just jumped in and joined her, and another fellow cast member joined in with us. So yeah, that was actually just a lot of fun. That what we did, we just started singing Christmas carols to random people. So Disney was just so much fun, even being a custodial cast member, because you basically become your own character when you work for Disney. So that's my favorite memory. Okay, so my next question is from John and Angie from Love Our Life Vlog, another YouTube channel, and also good friends of mine. Hi guys. So their question was, is Portillo's the best hot dog I ever have? And my answer is yes. Yes, it is. I have been eating Portillo's as much as I could when I was living in Chicago, and then it's just not the same now because they've expanded and the recipes just kind of changed just a little bit. I could tell the difference, but it is one of the best hot dogs I ever had. And I've always enjoyed going to Portillo's, eating the hot dogs, the chocolate cake shake, and the cheese fries especially. Just everything at Portillo's is fantastic. But another good hot dog I had when I lived in the Chicagoland area was this place called Tony's Steamers. They serve very similar stuff to Portillo's, but it's just a little different. But I think their hot dogs are just as good as Portillo's. So my top 2 favorite hot dogs was definitely Portillo's, and luckily I could go anytime I'm in Orlando. I could go over there and pick up a hot dog or have a beef sandwich, and also Tony's Steamers, which is just a mom and pop hole in the wall Chicago joint, another place to get a really good hot dog. So with that being said and done, I think that calls for another beer. So let's go to it. Okay, so I didn't realize that I actually wasn't recording when I was going on my next set of beer. So the next one is actually the Broken Coast Lager. It's supposed to be a lot like a key lime pie with a little orange zest to it. So I kind of wish I had the footage when I was pouring it into the cup, because right when the sunbeam was going on my cup, it had a little bit of a green hue along with this orange body to it. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like drinking a beer on the coast of the Key West of Florida. There's a lot of the key lime pie down there and the fresh Florida orange. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Definitely has a citrusy smell to it. Very sweet citrusy. So I don't smell the lime, but I can definitely smell the Florida orange to it. It's alright. I like the first taste. The aftertaste is okay. Let me try one more. Okay. It's okay in my opinion. And this is not really my go-to beer, but maybe if I was out in the sun and enjoying the Key West, I might enjoy the beers. To me, beers also link to my moods and where I'm at and what time of the year it is. So if I was in Florida and the Key West, I might enjoy the beer a little more, but being in my backyard in Georgia with the sun setting, this doesn't seem like it's the beer right now, but that's just my opinion. But if you like key lime, you love orange, this is a beer for you, but this is okay. Okay, my next set of questions. Okay, so my next question is from another YouTuber here in the Northwest Georgia area. Matter of fact, his name is Adventures of Moonman, and his question was, what restaurant do I wish I had back home in the Chicagoland area that would be around here in Georgia? And Moonman, I'll tell you that, because a lot of my people up north, especially the Chicagoland area, I'm kind of moving down this direction. Some of my restaurants are actually kind of moving semi-closer to the Dalton, Chattanooga area. And the word is semi, and I'll get around to that a little more in a second. But if I wish there was something in Chattanooga or Dalton, I wish right now would be my favorite deep dish pizza place called Giordano's. I love Giordano's pizza. I know a lot of people have different tastes when it comes to Chicago-style pizzas. You got Illuminati's that's really in downtown Chicago and downtown Naperville. And then, of course, you got Gino's East. You got, of course, Giordano's. You got Uno's. And you got some of these mom-and-pop places as well in the Chicagoland area. But I really love Giordano's deep dish pizza, and I haven't had it in so long, and I kind of wish we had one around here. But fortunately, if I'm ever in Atlanta, I could go to Nancy's, which I had a Nancy's growing up in Wheaton, Illinois, and there's one in downtown Atlanta, and it's pretty good deep dish pizza. So if I ever want to get a Nancy's deep dish, I could go to Atlanta. There's a Gino's East in Nashville, which is another good pizza joint. I could go there if I'm ever in Nashville and want some deep dish pizza. And another good pizza place called Rosati's, another place I really enjoyed when I was living in Illinois. Actually, has one in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, and I know that Orlando's got a few deep dish pizza places as well. So, even though I don't have it here in Dalton, Georgia, or Chattanooga, Tennessee, I could at least get them in those selected cities if I'm ever on vacation or just going on a trip to meet up with some people. So, but Giordano's is something I wish would open up around here. Just something a little different, because there's no Giordano's, based on my knowledge, in the city. I think there is one in Orlando, but I could be completely wrong about that one. But I would love to have a Giordano's somewhere around here. That would be fantastic. My next question is from my friend Ryan, someone who I grew up with in Illinois and also an avid viewer of the show. Hi Ryan, what's up, buddy? So his question was, if a travel company could take me anywhere around the world for one day, where would it be? And my answer is this, Ryan. One day, seriously, anywhere around the world? So if I had to do one day, buddy, it'll have to be here in America. Just give you my practical answer. I would love to go to Mackinac Island, Michigan. I haven't been there in a very long time. I was there on a family vacation years ago, and I just thought it was such a beautiful, beautiful area, part of the Great Lakes, because I'm a Great Lakes guy. I love all the lakes. I've been to Michigan, obviously the most, but I want to go to Mackinac Island again to take my family to and document. There's a nice little shops, a small town feel right on the island in the parts of the Great Lakes where they meet, where Michigan and Huron meet. So I would love to go to Mackinac Island, Michigan, if it was just for one day. But if it was for a week, if a travel company could take me to and where I could go and document and enjoy myself, I would say Ireland, hands down, because I just want to see the hills of green out there. I enjoy the Irish culture. I want to experience the pubs, a fresh pint of Guinness, and just enjoy the history of Ireland and just the goodness about Ireland. So it was just anything Michigan and Mackinac Island or Ireland. Those are the top two places I want to go right here, right now. Well, right there, right now. I don't know why I said right here, right now. I don't know why I said that. Another question is from my friend Paul from the YouTube channel Adventures with Paul. What's up, Paul? I hope you're doing great, buddy. And your question was, what were the best experiences working at Disney? So, like I told Joanne earlier, and I'll tell you too, dude, there were just so many great experiences and so many good memories when I was out there. So, I gotta just tell you, just the memories, the best experiences though. So I gave you guys some of my memories about it, but the best experiences is that I know things are a little different right now at the Disney company, but I haven't worked at the company for over 11 years, but I still have fresh memories in my, it was like yesterday just thinking about some of this stuff, and I just gotta say, just the experiences was just fantastic, and being a custodial cast member, once you step outside those doors out into Epcot or wherever you worked, you were your own Disney character, and putting a smile on people's faces, making them feel like that they really are in a different world, and everyone plays a special role when they're out in Magic Kingdom, out in Epcot, out in Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom, and when you're at when you become an employee or cast member at Disney, you kind of take these courses called Traditions courses. You're in an 8-hour class, and it'll get you started about everything about from ground up from the Disney company, and basically just makes you fall in love with Disney even more. And you also develop your own Disney character, just your persona and all that. So your troubles are literally behind those gates. So you could probably have the worst day of your life before your shift starts, but once you clock in and get outside of those gates where the cast members go in and out of, your personality just kind of has a click from like real world to Disney World. And my experience though, I just enjoy putting smiles on everyone's faces. You could pretend to be a Jedi when the children have lightsabers, or grown adults have lightsabers. You could use your broomstick as a lightsaber, or you could, I never did it, but some custodial cast members drew Mickeys by dipping their broomsticks in some water and drew Mickeys on the ground. You could also do pin trading with everybody. So I just thoroughly enjoyed doing that, and that was one of the greatest experiences, just making people smile and what you could do to help them out with their experiences when they're at the park. So yeah, that I could definitely tell you, those were the greatest experience, and plus I got to basically be myself being out there at Disney. So very good question, Paul, and it has a little positive spin to it. Thank you so much for that question. All right, so let's go ahead and try another beer. Okay, so my final beer for tonight of my little Sweetwater Brewing Company little sample pack is the Almond Milk Stout. And the specialty about this is made from real almonds. It's plant-based, it's all natural. And basically, if you're trying to drink a dark beer like a milk stout, but you want to avoid the dairy, this might be the beer for you. I actually don't mind almond milk in some of my things. As a matter of fact, I've replaced some creamer for my coffee with almond milk. Even though I will drink some coffee with normal creamer and some sugar every once in a while due to my lifestyle change. But when I just really want to have like a substitute for creamy goodness, I go to almond milk. So for a non-dairy experience to try a milk stout, we got a little dog barking in the middle of my vlog. So let's go ahead and try the almond milk stout. See what it looks like. I can already tell it's going to be looking good. Oh, look at that body on this thing. Oh, I can smell. I can definitely smell the almond goodness. Look at that, my friends. This is the almond milk stout. I can definitely smell the almond milk in it. That's for sure. Very good head on this. Kind of little, not close to Guinness, but there's definitely a nice pubby head to this beer. All right, let's slow down the hatch. Let's give this a try. This is good. I'll have to say, like, when it comes to an almond, like any kind of milk stout experiences I've had, this is a really good beer. Highly recommended to those who are trying to avoid dairy in their diet, but they are really missing the dark beer and milk stouts. Highly recommend the Almond Milk Stout, Sweetwater Brewing Company. All right, I just got a couple more questions, and we're about to wrap it up. I have a couple final sets of questions from 2 other people, and the next set of questions is from my friend Chet Guthrie, the Dream Poet. What's up, buddy? He's another YouTuber, another local YouTuber friend of mine here around the Northwest Georgia and the Southeast Tennessee area. So we've teamed up before, actually, at the Rock City Christmas lights, and we have some future ideas that we might want to team up again in the future. But if you guys want to check out that particular vlog or just any of these YouTubers I mentioned, I'll leave their channels and link in the description below. Chet, your question was, what has been the most exciting vlog and also the most stressful vlog to make? My friend, I got one answer for both of those questions, and that was my little documentary summer series, what I did at Lake Winnipesaukee, or Lake Winnie as you like to call it, in the Rossville, Georgia, Chattanooga, Tennessee area. What was so exciting about it was that it's a very historical spot and a theme park that's right on the border of the 2 states of Tennessee and Georgia. It's been around for almost 100 years. It's really in the mid-90s, but it's getting close to 100 years that theme park has been around, and a lot of historical rides and changes they've done throughout the years and all that. So I just really enjoyed Lake Winnie when I first walked in there years ago, even way before I documented it. And I even had my bachelor party there with my closest friends and family. Yes, that's how much I really love Lake Winnie. So I was so excited, and still am excited even talking about that particular theme park. But it was also stressful because I filmed it a year after the pandemic was still happening, or in the middle of the pandemic. And it was just a very understaffed theme park. And I've been there in its glory where every ride was open and things were going just fine at Lake Winnie. But it was about a year after the pandemic started in the year 2021. And just half the rides are operational, or you had to be there at the right moment, the right time to go on certain rides. So there are things I wanted to document anytime I showed up at Lake Winnie, because I bought a season pass and everything, but half the staff wasn't there. So I only got to ride so many things anytime I showed up, and it was really stressful because I wanted to do that loop-the-loop ride, and I wanted to ride that crazy roller coaster and some things, but some things just weren't open because they didn't have enough people to operate it. Or if I showed up in the afternoon, that particular ride would have been open early in the morning, right when it started, shift started. So yeah, that was a very exciting and stressful series of vlogs. But I will tell you what's really stressful is that I've been to places that, like, I started documenting, but the experiences just were not the best. And what's stressful is, like, things I look forward to document, and I show up, I pull out the camera, but it's either the service is bad at a restaurant or something, I show up and it's just not what I expected. I just end up not recording it, and I just never air it, so I just delete the footage because it's just so stressful. Like, man, that's not what I expected, and I don't think the viewers want to check out anything bad, and I try to keep everything I can in a positive spin. So I'll be honest with you, when I like beer reviews or anything like that, I'll tell you if it's an okay beer, if it's just not my taste. But I don't want bash anything or bash companies or bash restaurants or anything like that, but if I really feel like I need to bash it, I won't say it at all. So, because I want to keep this a very positive and happy-go-lucky channel. So, that's just examples of that. But my Lake Winnie adventures was most exciting and also the most stressful. And I plan on going back to Lake Winnie if they're fully staffed and every ride's going to be open. I am hoping and praying that Lake Winnipesaukee is going to come back, and I will document it. So, there's your answers about that particular question. And your other question was, what kind of project will I be moving forward with? So, there's some things I have in mind, but I feel like I need to take a break from the channel because I can only do so much. I do a lot of things spur of the moment on a Saturday or Sunday, or even when I clock out of my job and go and vlog. But it's kind of hard with my schedule because I do have a young kid, and I'm a devoted husband, I'm a devoted father. So a lot of my adventures are kind of either planned way ahead or spur of the moment. But there's a particular project I want to experiment with. It's like either like a kind of like a historical document style, but also town exploration of a particular something. Because I don't want to give you more information that I don't want to ruin anything, because I only discussed this with very few people, and chat, you were one of them. And I don't want to ruin anything else for my viewers if it happens or not, but I would love to go do something special like a research project and go somewhere. But I actually got to sit down and do actual research. So I got a project like that in mind. Everything just comes to spur of the moment, buddy. Just anything that sounds interesting and I want to go and document, I'll find time to go, and I just go. So I would love to go to Corbin, Kentucky to check out the very first Colonel's Cafe Museum. I would love to go to the first Chick-fil-A Museum, the Coke Museum, the places like that, even though they've been documented numerous times before. But what makes it special about these different vloggers, that everyone has their own certain points of view and how they approach things. So I might watch the same exact vlog like what Adam does, and then the other one with Jacob the Carpetbagger does, or just something like that. So yeah, there are things I want to do in downtown Atlanta and more things to do in Chattanooga. And I got a lot of things in mind, but I just don't want to spoil it all at once. I'm just kind of a random vlogger. I might do things once a week or twice a week. That's why it's so important to subscribe to my channel, because I might just do something random and post it. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, yeah, things are just kind of up in the air at this point when it comes to future projects. And also, we have adventures that we need to work out some, because I know our work schedules are different, but whenever we have some time, buddy, I can't wait to do another adventure with you. So, you know, most of my projects are spur of the moment, but I do have one particular project I would love to do for my channel at some point. Hopefully this year, next year, or the year after. And also, I owe everybody a Nashville trip. It was supposed to happen in the year 2021, but just a lot has just been going on in some random weeks. I want to go when the weather's perfect and all that. And so anytime I've been trying to go, either something comes up with my personal life or the weather is just awful. And that's why actually last year my final project was my trip to Knoxville, to the World's Fair, and also to downtown Gatlinburg as well. So, and that was supposed to be my Nashville trip, but that's what it ended up being last year. So I'm hoping to get to Nashville this particular year, perhaps the first Chick-fil-A, and also just some random thing. So I got some projects in mind, yes, but a lot of them are spur of the moment, but I have some in the back of my head that I would love to accomplish this year. And that one particular project, some secret project I would like to do, I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but it could happen in the very well future. And my final set of questions is from my friend John, who actually co-wrote my awesome theme song. And I wanted to say the best for last, because these are just very humorous questions, and actually having a couple of these, I could probably give some really funny answers to these questions that you wanted to ask John. So this is my friend John, who helped co-write the Tell Us All Where You've Been, Nomad Ben theme song. I don't really have a true title for the theme song. John, you asked, who closes the bus door when the bus driver leaves? So, buddy, I don't really know. That's a really good question. I don't know. I'm sure you could shut the door manually to get in, but that's kind of a conundrum there, man. Because you have to leave the door open, and then you have to shut it. But how do you shut it from the inside and out? So that's a very good question. It's a very conundrum of a question. And this is a very Disney-related question here from Monsters Incorporated. Does Mike Wazowski wink or blink? I don't take off my glasses for this one because I have transitional lenses. So, you can see me close enough in the video. So, I think Mike Wazowski's eyes go based on his emotions with his blink, because he has only one eye. So, he's like, ah, hey, ha-ha, hey, ha-ha. Something like that. So, I don't know. I think it's based on the emotion of Mike Wazowski. So, you could tell if he's actually blinking or actually winking. So you never know. And your last question for the entirety of this vlog, and John, this just wraps it up here. Would I, Mr. Nomad Ben, fight one horse-shaped duck or 100 duck-sized horses? John, I don't know how to answer that question. Let me take a sip of this almond milk stout here. John, if we're talking about the movie Ant-Man and how Pym particles work, if my glasses could be the size of a house and then crush a car, or if a tank could still remain this big and still contain its mass, I think I'm going to take my chances on a horse-shaped duck. Because ducks are lighter, ducks are a little more or less intelligent than horses. So I think I would like to fight a horse-shaped duck instead of 100 duck-sized horses, because I could definitely think a massive horse could kick me down and beat the crap out of me. So I would take my chances with the massive duck. And that, my friends, concludes today's vlog, as doing some Q&A to get to know me a little more, and also reviewing some local beers in my home state of Georgia. If you guys are constant returned viewers or new to my channel, consider hitting that red subscribe button and ringing that notification bell. Share this video with a friend, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It shows that you cared and enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed making this vlog. I have to do more beer reviews more often, because it's been a while since I've done a beer review. And stay tuned for some more vlogs. I can't wait to make some more for you guys. And I will also leave the links in the description below of some of the channels I mentioned that actually asked some of the questions for today's video. And you should see it show up in the screen right about now. If you want to know more about me, check out my vlog, The Origins of Mr. Nomad Ben. If you want to know me a little more about my story and why I started the YouTube channel and everything else I did not get to answer today. Other than that, my friends, eat well, keep your mind walking, and keep on drinking some good beer. I'll see you guys in some future vlogs. Love you all.